Hey guys, Joel from WoodWarped here. Thought I'd bring you a little sliver for the afternoon on a project that I'm working on for a customer. Today we're going to be talking about seals. Not this type of seal, but this kind of seal, door seals. Stuff that keeps the draft from coming into your house on cold winter days. I had a customer that has an old house built back in the 60s, 70s, and he has an entrance door going from his house into his attached garage, and there's some old copper flashing. Back in the day, I sound like an old guy. Back in the day, they used to use, some copper strips that were about an inch wide, and they were kind of a little bit of a V shape. You nailed them on, and they had a little bit of spring to them. And when you closed your door, it kind of made a snug seal all around your door. I think they used it on windows as well. But obviously, after all these years, it's lost its spring, and he's getting a big draft through there. And here in the Midwest, that's a pretty big deal. So he asked me, well, what can I come up with to kind of replace that? Now, if you go to the Home Depot or big box store, you'll find all kinds of adhesive back foams and things like that, which are okay if you want to make a quick fix. But what I found is they actually have these strips available. They're kind of squishy foam, but you can kind of see, maybe from that picture, that they got a little bit of a barbed flat piece on them. And it's ideal for this type of retrofit application. Actually, this is used on a lot of new doors. If you go open your front door of your house right now, if you have a moderately new house, you probably will see this type of trim. But you probably didn't know that you could just pull that out. So if you've ever tried to paint around that, it's real pain. But they do come out. So what you do, what I did anyway, I'm not a genius here, just a man with a bunch of tools and an opinion. So if you can envision that this is your door jamb, right? And every door has what we call another piece of trim inside to stop the door from coming in. So it's called a door stop, right? Go figure. So this, you usually have a little gap here for the door. It's like this. Envision this to be your door. So what I did was I made some nude pieces, just cut down some 2-inch thick or 2-inch wide pieces. And you can kind of see there's a little bit of a groove on the bottom there. I just took it and ran it through the table saw like this with a little bit of height. And what that's going to do is I'm going to reattach these. I'll take out his old trim. I'll put that around the perimeter of the door. Then this just kind of snaps into that little bitty groove there. Literally that easy, like that, okay? Hopefully this visual demonstration is going to work. And then this, representative of your door, comes in and squishes up against that and keeps a seal. It's really that simple. So if you got a bunch of leaky doors in your house, or maybe what the cost of a Starbucks Frappa Mocha Macchiato costs a day, which is all these strips cost, and a few new pieces of trim, run a blade down them, and you get yourself a brand new seal that's going to keep the weather in and the warm and cold air, in or out of your house, depending on what the season is. So really, that's kind of it. So I thought it would take a couple minutes to kind of share that simple little project, but it's going to make a big difference in their energy bill, and I guess it'll help with global warming or global cooling or whatever the activists are talking about today. So anyway, that's it. Appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for another sliver coming soon. Talk to you soon.